Baby Book, taken from the original, written by Fay Barney. Baby's name, Betty Jean Barney. Birth announcement, December 4, 1940. Dr. Gledhill. Nurse Campbell. Time, 5:55. Baby's gifts. Dress and slip, jacket and hood, blankets, booties, teething ring and rattle box, crib quilt, 2 small print dresses. Baby's first visitors, Grandma Huntsman, Grandma Barney, Aunt Kate, Venita Lewis, Aunt Fontel, Aunt Lorene, Aunt Vione, Great-Grandma Nelson. Betty's first outings. Betty's first outing was a trip to Ephraim with Aunt Kate and Uncle Loring. Her next outing was a trip down to Grandma Huntsman's, where we visited for a week. Baby's health. First year good health. What's she talking about? She was a positive lady. I'll leave that in there. Second year, a bad case of flu, the second winter. Third year, no illness except for a few slight colds. Fourth year, no illness. Fifth year, tonsillitis. Sixth year, no illness. Seventh year, no illness. That's very impressive, but what happened with the tonsillitis and the whooping cough? It ended up there somewhere. It all turned out all right. That's what Mother always said. Cut first tooth at 6 months old. Notes on first teeth. Betty cut her first tooth quite easily, but had quite a fever and was cross while cutting her next ones. Baby's first. First raises her head, 3 months. First turns over, 4.5 months. First grasps objects, 4 months. First sets up, 5 months. First creeps, 9 months. First stands, 11 months. First smiles, 6 weeks. First laughs, first laughs a lot. No, first laughs aloud, 3 months. First walks, 15 months. First feeds self, 12 months. Baby's favorite toys. Bright-colored rubber balls was her favorite toy. Next, her dolls and teddy bear. On the second Christmas, Santa Claus brought her a red tricycle, which she likes very much. In her third year, her favorite toy is her doll and buggy, a set of bright-colored dishes that Aunt Fontel gave her. Baby's first haircut, 1 year and 4 months. She got it in Richfield, Utah. Baby's growth. At birth, 7 pounds 2 ounces. 1 week, 6 pounds 14 ounces. 2 weeks, 7 pounds 1 ounces. 3 weeks, 7 pounds 8 ounces. 1 month, 8.5 pounds. 2 months, 10 pounds. 1 year, 22 pounds. 2 years, 26 pounds. 3 years, 32 pounds. 4 years, 36 pounds. 5 years, 39.5 pounds. 6 years, 42 pounds. 7 years, 45 pounds. Betty's playmates. Betty Jean was quiet and pleasant and easy to get along with. Therefore, she makes friends very easy. She is free-hearted and never selfish with her friends. Girls she played with: Lillian, Jolene, Yvonne, and Barbara. Barbara went by Bobby. Cleora, Diane Ford, Linda Lee. Boys: Robert, he went by Bobby, Newell, Lynn, Norman, Jay, Dale. Oh, I know who Dale is. Just hit me. Remarks: Lillian and Betty had their little battles, but the next minute they're loving and the best of friends. We have been living in Magna 2 years. Still, Betty never forgets her friend Diane Ford. Betty's first Christmas. Betty was just a year old and 2 weeks on her first Christmas. She couldn't walk, so if we set her in the middle of the bed and put all her toys around her, she really had a great time trying to tear off the bright papers and ribbons from around the gifts. We really got a thrill out of watching the expressions on her face as she looked at the different toys. That was really her second Christmas, for on her first, she was only 2 weeks old, and she didn't understand what the rattle boxes and other small gifts she received were for. On her 3rd birthday, we were living in Magna. I fixed a good birthday dinner for her. Lorene gave her a red flowered dress. Fontel gave her a money bag and a red whistle. Grandma Barney gave her a quarter and a storybook. Grandma Huntsman gave her a dress. Orion and I gave her a new red coat and gloves to match. She looks adorable in it. Just a jip, I'm trying to remember something. I'll bet you that bank was the one that my dad threw because I treasured it. That piggy bank. I took good care of that bank. Oh well. The 4th birthday. Betty Jean was 4 years old yesterday. She had a birthday party. She received some very nice gifts. Bobby and Cleora gave her a dress. Lillian a pair of silk panties. Linda Lee gave her a dress. Bobby P. gave her a silk slip and a blue anklets. Jackie 4 bars of animal soap. Oh, I remember that. Oh, I love the animal soaps that I got through the years. And they colored them. They were so fun. Didn't want to use them. Orion and I gave her a dress also. Betty was so thrilled over her party. The kids had a wonderful time. By bedtime, she was completely gave out. The 7th birthday. December 4th, 1947. Today, Betty is 7 years old, and she really gave her daddy and I a real surprise. It was a school day today, so we decided to have her party on the weekend, so it wouldn't be so late in the day for the children to come. But Betty had another idea, as usual, and she invited 8 of her friends to her party that night. Before we knew what was happening, the place was swarming with kids. When I asked Betty about it, she said, "Well, Mama, today's my birthday, so I decided I'd have my party today. So Orion went uptown to get some ice cream, cake, candy, punch, and apples. So all of the kids had a pretty swell time after all. I'll never forget that. One of the kids that came gave me a half of a Hershey candy bar. He had ate the other half. That was so funny. What a cute memory. Oh, dear. School days. The first day of school, Betty was so excited. I was afraid she was going to get sick. Vaccinated and inoculated. Vaccinated for smallpox in the spring of 1948. Inoculated for typhoid in March of 1948. No wonders we got so sick. Two tough ones. I wonder why they gave Maynard. Maynard got his when he was in kindergarten. Maybe they started to change him around. Because I was later. Yeah. Diane Ford lived in Neil and Melba Wilson's home. It was a white home. Grandma's house was on the corner, Grandma Barney, then Carl Olson, and then Neil Wilson. And that's where Diane Ford lived. The Fords moved uptown on Main Street in a big house.